Hey guys, Brent Miller USA here, and today's video is going to be a follow-up video on the Wilson Combat Centurion Tactical Vertec. This is an action-tuned Beretta 92 from Wilson Combat. Oh my god, that is an incredible trigger. Fully outfitted with bulletproof parts. Not the Elite 2 style hammer, but the Wilson Combat bulletproof hammer. Again, this is a G model, so when you decock, the safety flicks back up and you're back into double action. That's the difference between a standard Beretta 92 and this model right here. Again, G model. Tremendous trigger. Wow. 18 round flush fitting with a +2 base plate. This should be 20 rounds of ammunition in this CobraMag. So many features on this Beretta pistol. You got a fully checkered back strap on it. Wilson Combat mag guide. Check out the beveling work here of this magazine well. Absolutely incredible. Beautiful work. Single action on this action tune. Immediately up against the wall and it breaks. After the reset. Reset. Incredible. Alright, so now getting to what we're talking about in this video, what we're doing here. Sorry, I got a little carried away in showcasing the pistol. We are installing a DPM guide rod assembly in the Beretta 92 Centurion Tactical with the Vertec profile frame. So again, this is the straight back strap. This pistol doesn't have the traditional Beretta curvature to the back strap, so again, it's more ergonomic for smaller hands and it'll fit most people's hands a little bit better than a traditional old school Beretta profile. 2-slot Picatinny rail on this, and this does have a recessed target crown to it, as you can see. In stock, this is running a steel guide rod in it. Straight from Wilson, of course. Take this thing down, pressing the takedown button, flipping your takedown lever downward. This is a tight pistol. Slide comes off your frame, like so. Again, steel guide rod with your traditional recoil spring right here. The multi-recoil reduction guide rod, which is stainless steel, of course. Comes with a couple different springs you can choose from. Also comes with a bushing that you have to install into the slide, seen right here. Again, your stainless steel rod, which uses in total 3 springs. You got an internal spring, an external spring, and the spring right here. All working as one, of course. And there's your patent information on this guide rod. Alright, let's take a look at which spring we're going to use, and then we'll get right back to you. I think we're going to use the second longest spring here. Phenomenal product from an amazing company that's been around for over 20 years. DPM has been around since 2003, in case you guys didn't know. Again, proven track record and extremely reliable. Alright, so here's the longest spring installed on the guide rod. Alright, so installing the bushing here first into your slide. And taking this out here. And this is the orientation right here. So you're putting the smaller end outward. So it's going to look like that. And again, here we go, installing the guide rod. This is going to have a lot of tension behind it because it's not a captured style one, so just know that going into it. Here we go. And there we go. Installed. Perfect, right? Put your slide back on your frame. Alright, and installing your slide back on your frame here. Make sure your takedown is in that position. And you're going to be fighting to lock the slide back here. There we go. Boom. Fully installed. And this is what it looks like here with the Boss style DPM guide rod assembly installed in the 92 Centurion Tactical. Incredible. You can see the guide rod moving back and forth there in synchronicity with the slide. Again, quality product, guys. It just aids in recoil control, overall control of the pistol, faster follow-up shots, and improved service life on the Beretta 92 platform, of course, adding this product to it. It's also going to aid in the pistol going into battery with more force. So no problems with the semi-automatic being pushed out of battery with a weak spring. DASA this pistol, so you got that double action, double strike capability, of course. So if the round doesn't go off, you can pull the trigger again in double action. Fully action tuned trigger by the folks at Wilson Combat. Perfectly blended sliding frame and a beautiful side picture on this pistol. Highly visible front sight with orange fluorescent paint around that AmeriGlow front sight. And Wilson Combat battle rear sight. Cover on this 92 Centurion Tactical. Before that, actually, absolutely beautiful Wilson Combat medallion grips here. Again, quality piece. If you guys are interested in any of the Wilson Combat grips, go over to Wilson Combat's website to pick them up for your Beretta. Anyway, last thing, but not least, of course, the trigger. Let's try out the double action and single action on this Beretta 92. Centurion Tactical G model. Action tuned by Wilson Combat, 7.3.5, so 7 pounds, almost 4 ounces. 7.6 in double. One more time in double. Again, action tuned trigger here. There you go. That's a more accurate read, I would say. So 6 pounds, 10 ounces. Single action on this bad boy. 4 pounds, 10 ounces. Wow, incredible. So slightly below 4.5 pounds on that pull. There you go, that's a more accurate read. 3 pounds, 10 ounces. Absolutely incredible. Fully gunsmith trigger by the Wilson Combat folks. Much appreciate DPM Systems sponsoring today's video. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you subscribe to my channel on YouTube, Beretta 9mm USA. If you haven't yet, make sure you click that like button on this video. More video content coming your way soon. Appreciate y'all watching. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and you guys stay safe out there. Peace.